Well, greetings subscribers, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, look at this nice addition to the wheelhouse, as they say. Right now I just got the car jacked up because I changed out the thermostat. I changed out the radiator cap, even though it looked like it was brand new, because when you're running on the freeway, everything's fine, car's staying nice and cool. However, if you sit and park, or after you've been running it for a little while and you just park it, yeah, it's spewing coolant all over the place. So I went for the obvious first, and then I can still hear a lot of gurgling, so there's still a lot of air in these lines, and I can hear it up in the heater core. So I'm gonna try to do the poor man's little burping here first. And then also the other thing too is I was trying to chase down some of the previous owners, and it looks like they might have had a like a push-pull, a pull fan on the front. And so when they did that, unfortunately they took the shroud out, or it could be that was at one point in its life, and the shroud got, you know, just disintegrated, because if it was especially an ABS one, yeah, it probably got overheated and just cracked. So that could be a big problem too, that without a shroud, when this thing is sitting, obviously there's just no air movement, or not enough, because that shroud usually sticks like pretty far in and gets those blade fans like right inside. So anyway, we're gonna do this first and kind of take it from there, and then I don't know, maybe Plum Crazy Pam will have her first video on her new channel. So anyway, stay tuned. All right, gotta love that sound, right? We're gonna get this thing started up, let it get up to temperature. Hopefully that'll start blurbling a little bit, and we'll kind of go from there. And I also got to get the heater on, get some stuff circulating. So go from here. Yep, pistol grip shifter, and yeah, I just took it around the block, so it's not too bad. Try to cut the sunlight here. So yeah, it's already kind of slowly getting up to about quarter. And hopefully this thing will not like go spilling all over the place too. So a little worried about that. Oh, I forgot the heater. Let's get the heater going. Try to get all of this air circulated out. So we'll put that on high. We'll put the temperature over on high as well. Oh, okay. It doesn't really matter. That's the bottom, so that should be good. And so what we'll do here is we're gonna let this run. Try to keep this pressed down in here. So right now the fluid level was pretty much where it should be. It's about 1.25 inches down. That's pretty much factory. And we're gonna have to wait till this heats up, wait till thermostat opens up. Last time I did that, it bubbled up because I forgot about doing this. And then the other thing I did, which doesn't come with the 26-inch radiator or the 426 Hemi, is I added this little kit and picked up this little Dorman catch can. So I was getting tired of $10 worth of fluid going all over the ground, which I'll show you what that was like. So we'll just give this a minute and kind of take it from there. So stay tuned. All right, well, while we're waiting for that to get up to temperature, yeah, let's just take a listen to this. That sounds so good. I mean, you can almost hear. You can almost hear the cylinders firing. So let's check the heat. Oh yeah, it's getting nice Get nice and toasty in there. And let's see where this is. Yeah, nothing yet. Gotta wait for that thermostat to open up. Not really seeing any bubbles yet. And checked that one already. So it's got the spring in it, so it's not collapsing under pressure. So all right, well, we'll just we'll wait it out. All right, well, there we go. So that's the thermostat opening. And I would say with all of those bubbles, that's a lot of air. That's exactly what we want. I'm hoping it doesn't, you know, fill way up, because it's going to spill over and that's going to make another mess. But as it is, I've already had the thing like spill over 4 or 5 times now, and that's been very irritating. But again, we got the front of the car raised up nicely, and that should help get the air up. And that was pretty good. If that was like cycle number 1, that's not too bad. So all right, well, stay tuned. Now that was about the biggest we've had so far. I know the thermostat's got to be opening up soon. Let's go check and see what the temperature gauge looks like. So yeah, we're not very high there at all, which again, that's a good sign. So we at least know we've cycled the thermostat at least once. And that was a lot of air. So yeah, just don't like and of course I'm concerned that once I turn this off, it's going to start spewing, and with the cap off, it's not going to go over into this tank. So looks like we got another cycle coming. Okay, almost missed that. Just set up this box fan, try to cool off the radiator. That just did another cycle, which is good. Okay, till you can hear the RPMs change. Get that to bubble. And come on. That's it. Yeah, look at all those bubbles. That is a lot of air. All right, well, that's good. It's good, and I think once that drops back down, well, I think I'll let it do another cycle. I think that's the second one, and that's pretty good. Yeah, and like I said, what I think the problem is with it sitting idle is, I already said, I think somebody had a push fan kit on the front, and yeah, they took that off and removed the shroud. So these fan blades are sitting so far back from the radiator that when it's sitting here, I mean, I could put my hand in front of the fan, and also in front of the radiator, and I'm not feeling anything. So yeah, that just did a cycle, and you can hear the engine revving up a little bit. So that's pretty good. Probably do one more and go check out what the temperature gauge looks like. Hopefully it's just midway. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. It's much more like it should be. All right, well, yeah, there we go. Back down to another cycle. So, all right, well, let's wait for the next one. All right, well, I don't think I had that set right. So fan on high, this on heat, defrost is up top, and got that all the way over on high temperature wise. And whew, yeah, that thing works great. So take a look here. Yeah, right about midway. So should be cycling again. So we'll go check that out. Once that raises up and we don't see any more bubbles coming out, then that should be good. So yeah, I'm not sure where we're at, but I would say that the fluid level is still where it should be. It's about 1.25 inches down as per factory manual. And again, we'll just wait it out. I'll get more footage when it comes back on. Yeah, I'm gonna raise this fan up a little bit. It's kind of missing part. Just throw that on there, that on there. Yeah, a whole bunch was blowing down here, which doesn't do me any good. Oh yeah, much better. Yeah, the fan's really working good because, I mean, I can touch the radiator. I mean, that's good. Up here, yeah, up here it's hot. And I'm still seeing, I don't know if that's vibration, but it should be cycling again here pretty soon. All right, well, I've had the idle fluctuate a couple times and I can see movement here. So I'm gonna assume that's the thermostat opening, and it's looking good now. I might pull this off and put the cap back on. Yeah, here you can hear the engine. And then if you look in here, you can see movement on the coolant. Yeah, so that right there, I think, was just a cycle. And I'm not seeing any, well, massive air bubbles like I was before. So hopefully, that should at least got the system burped. And let's go check what the dash looks like again. Man, the heater works great. So this thing's sitting dead center. Whew. Man, it's hot in there. All right, so again, one of the problems that I was having was it would do this and it wouldn't really overheat, but then the minute you turned it off, yeah, it would spew everywhere. So I think I'm gonna yeah, let's pull this fill. Doesn't look like it's gonna overflow again. Put that down, grab our new radiator cap, 16-pound. Fluid levels like right where it should be. So we'll get this get that sealed back up again. And then I'm gonna leave this fan running to help cool down the radiator, because I mean, that's still doing a great job, man. This thing's not even, it's not even really hot. So and then probably this time what I'll do is we had a little geyser last night squirting out, and yeah, that wasn't good. So I'll throw a rag on top of it if it does it again, but I have a feeling maybe it won't. So let's get this shut off. So still in the good range, minus the sun. Hang on. So still where it should be. So we're gonna turn this off, leave the fan running, and let's see what happens. I mean, last time you could really hear all the gurgling in the hoses, everything else. I mean, it was bad. So I know there was a lot of air in the lines. And then we'll have to see if you know, this thing starts filling up, which hopefully it doesn't. It's getting a little bit because I didn't have that before. Guess I really didn't think about probably just set that outside of the car. Boy, if something does happen. So yeah, I think I'll keep this out here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this out here just in case. Maybe we'll go grab some more bricks and just set it up out here on its own. But so far I don't hear any gurgling, and fan's still blowing on the radiator, and the radiator looks good. I mean, look through the grill. I mean, you can see the engine. All the fins look good. You know, seemed like it was functioning fine. But yeah, that's a very, very good sign, because before, this thing would be filling up already. There's a little bit of fluid in there. Yeah, let me I'm gonna set this down and go grab a couple more bricks, because I don't want this thing spraying all over if it should. So make sure that hose is right. Yeah. All right, be right back. Got 3 more bricks. Oh man, that is an excellent sign right there. Yeah, we'll put that there. I'm gonna have to get a hose clamp on that, because obviously this hose gets really, really soft when it's hot, and can just slide right off of that nipple. And you know, there's nothing worse in the world than sliding off a nipple. So yeah, this is what I call a victory so far. Now, naturally, there's nothing I can do. Yeah, you see how that's dripping? Just dripped down, just because it's coming off there. I've got a small little clamp I can put on there real quick. That's the only reason that's dripping. But that is a fantastic sign. So, all right, well, I think for right now, yeah, cap's nice and hot. I think we're gonna call that one done for the moment, and probably do another video when I get the fan shroud. I mean, that's not gonna come in till like Tuesday, Wednesday next week. It's Friday today. Plum crazy Pam just wanted to make sure that the car was up and running, and you know, wasn't gonna overheat or get us stranded like the Nash, just so we could take it to the car meet tonight, because it'll be her first. So there you go. Yeah, that's much better. And just to close, you can see, look at the gap between the fan and the radiator. I mean, it's pretty large, so that's definitely going to cause some problems there. So all right, well, anyway, yeah, if you're running into the same problem, especially on an old car like this, just make sure you, what's it called, burp the system. And that's try to get the front of the car as high as possible, you know, so that the air will travel up. Make sure you get the heat on full, just to get that to cycle through the your heater core, you know, make sure all that fluid gets out, and then keep your cap off. And then it's good if you got one of those bubbler fillers. That'll basically do the same thing as what I just did. My concern was if I had too much fluid in the radiator, that was gonna, you know, fill all the way up to the top and pour over, because that's what it's been doing. But yeah, looks good so far, much better. And just gonna keep this fan on here, let it cool down, and see you on the next one.